Today I'm working on the next two sets of blocks for the Quilted Witch pattern by Lori Holt. And that is the Quilted Churn dash star blocks, that's those, and the Quilted Magic star blocks. So there's 6 each of those, and I've got a short time lapse of that, which I'm going to chat to you through about a couple of things. And then after that, then I'll show you the completed blocks. It's going really well. And welcome if you're new here. If you haven't seen my channel before, I'm Jane. Channel's Thread My Bob, and I talk about quilting and sewing and just enjoy chatting about all things to do with quilts. One of the things I love about my sewing machine is a little thread cutter on the side of it. It makes chain piecing a lot easier, and once I've sewn a whole batch, then I can just turn the machine around, snip through all the threads on the side and keep going. And I found it definitely speeds things up for me. And here I'm just pressing the seams open with my thumb. I usually press towards the dark side. I used to, when I first started quilting, I'd come from sewing clothes where I pressed every step of the way. And I started quilting and was pressing all the time. And yes, it gave me a beautiful finish, but boy, it was slow. So what I've learned to do over time is just press with my thumb, and when I finish the blocks, then I go and iron them whole. Yeah, let me know. Are you someone who irons all the way through your quilting, or do you just finger press and iron bits and pieces where you have to? Let me know in the comments what you think. Yeah, so here's the Churn dash blocks, almost done. I'm really happy with how they're looking. And yeah, you have to forgive my editing in this video. I kind of, was doing a few new things, so there's a few spots where I've missed things. But I'm very happy with how these churn dashes look. And then now these little stars in the quilt pattern, they're all made with different pieces of fabric, but I decided to make them all the same. I really wanted to feature this little kind of medallion grey maroon type block in the centre, and it gives it something, a bit of continuity throughout the quilt, and I think it looks a bit interesting and maybe mystical a bit in a witchy quilt. So yep, I made them all the same, and they'll be scattered throughout the quilt. These are the blocks that I have finished so far. So this morning, sewed these churn dashes, and in the centre I found this print with, old writing, which I thought looked kind of good. And that's the block we made last week. And then we made these little stars, and I decided to make my stars all the same, just so that the medallion kind of in the center. So you can see there where I'm up to at the moment with my Quilted Witch. So I'm really happy with that. It's actually been a great morning. We had a huge storm here and had to cancel an appointment because lots of roads are flooded. Where we are is fine because we live up on a hill, but so I've had a great morning just sitting sewing. So next week we've got the Quilted Shoe Fly Star blocks. That's these ones. And the Quilted Spell Star blocks. It's those ones. So next week I'll do those 2 sets of blocks and add them. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when the next part of this comes out. And yeah, leave me a comment below. Tell me how you're going, what you're working on. I'd love to hear about it. Thanks for watching. See you next week.